Morning guys and girls, hope you're doing well. And today we've got something different. As you can see, I'm not in the workshop. I'm going to do something that I haven't done for quite a good few years now, and that's to head off to a car show. So we're going to go Japan down in Brown Hats, and it should be great. So I've loaded up the little family. Say hi, family.
Hi.
And we'll see you when we get there. And so we're in. I'm not a vlogger, so I haven't got a clue what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to go around and name cars because that's not what I do. If I see something cool, I'm going to show you, and hopefully the family have a bit of fun. So far, some lovely little cars to show. So let's see if there's anyone we know here. Well, it's probably real windy, but so far really good turnout. Found some favourites already. Did we find your favourite, babe? Very, very cool. Little mermaid design. See inside what it's like. Oh, very nice. What do I need to buy you? What do you need?
The Formula One.
The Formula One. Cool, cool. Sadly, the first time I see it crashes out. And then you forgot. I think they're going to abandon the rest of the race. Yeah, so far so good. That's Luke, who has the drift cars that brings him down to the shop. You would have seen him in the video. Well, that wasn't very good, Luke, was it? Oh well. He looks like he's right away from it. Yeah, I think next we're going to take a stroll down the paddocks and see what else we can see. But basically, the main thing is I came in to see Ant's car and see what's wrong with it, basically. Sadly, not good. Well, it's nice when you walk around and what do I see in front of me? People may very much recognise this. Looking very, very shiny and cool. So, you all know about this one, but there is a story with this one. So I may flash to the bit where I'm back in the workshop, which was in recently, and we've had a bit of an issue, sadly. So I'm going to see what I can do today, but I haven't got any tools with me. So, but it's looking very, very cool. And there's the big man himself. Alright, let me have a chat with him. I'll chat to you soon. So yeah, we've got this beast back. And it's kind of a strange one because I've seen the videos that Ant sent me when it's at the shows and everything else. And it's doing something really odd. If you stand at the front of the car with the boot and tailgate open like this, doors open, everything else, the bass is nice and strong at the front. You come to the back here and it kind of disappears. And it's really bizarre because you'd expect this to be a louder side of it. We are only running 400 watt RMS here. So it's kind of like maybe we're asking too much of it. I genuinely don't know how it's going to work out in the fact that I don't know why we're not getting any real bass response here, but it is escaping through to the front of the car. And I'm only presuming it's basically because the air cavity on that side is kind of pulling the sound forwards. Yeah, you can tell by my lack of knowledge on it that I genuinely don't know why. And when the boot's shut and you're sitting in the car, bass is beautiful. Bass is really strong, exactly as it should be. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Right, I'm going to strip this all back because basically I've got to rewire the amp network, take out the amp that's hidden under here, which drives the stadium speakers, and put in the amps in the right locations and things. So yeah, let me strip this down and you'll see it in sort of more bare bones. Yeah, looking a bit sadder now. So you can see that was the amplifier that we had running that. You can see it's not massive, but it's not all about size because the next one is probably 5 times more powerful, but still slightly smaller, which is good. A bit thicker, so I'm a little worried about that, but I've got a solution in mind if need be. So at the moment, I'm just running through and undoing all the cloth tape because I've basically just got to rewire all this. And then also we're going to have to clean these all up because they've all got the glue residue and stuff on them from the tape, so which is always nice. So let me get that off. That amp's coming off, that amp's coming off, that one's staying in position. So that's what we got to rewire. Okay then, so that is the strip down as far as I need to go. Just got to change some cable over and then obviously reroute different power supply, much bigger, thicker cable. So I'm going to run some 8 gauge up into the box to give us the sub inputs, and the rest of it is kind of ready to start transplanting across. Right, so dealing with the big bass issue. So that was our old one. Nice unit, 400 watt RMS, job done. This is our new one, which is a limited edition, and this one is number 38 out of 100. And this is a 2000 watt RMS. Oh no, I think 6000 watts peak, 2000 RMS. Lovely subwoofer. So should be a lot more bass punch, more SPL compared to this one. So I'm a little cautious about how the clarity is going to sound inside, but we're definitely going to get more bass. Really nice bit of kit. So we're going to get that in there. We've got another amplifier to drive it as well. And it should solve the problem in theory. If it doesn't, then it's a whole rebox design. Obviously the box was built with this in mind. So it's going to be interesting to see how this performs in there. But a decent sub box is a decent sub box. So it should be good as gold. I've also got some 8s that are going to swap over, because obviously we had Rockford Fosgate and then we had the 2 8s either side of that. They're now changed down to Phoenix Gold as well. So, or changed across to Phoenix Gold, should we say. So it should be all good. Right, I'm going to get this into the car and let's have a look and see how she reacts. Right, we're ready to load that up in there now. So they're those little 8s, which are going to do the same sort of job as they did before, which is sort of like your mid bass, your musical bass, and obviously this big monster in the middle there. Just had to go around and spray a bit red because you're going to see a little gap around there, so that wouldn't look nice. And obviously then that's the amplifier that's driving it with a 0 gauge. The amplifier down there that was the old one that was doing the 8s, that's now taking the position of the big guy that was in the middle to drive those, so they're driving a bit harder. So it should be all good. Right, let's lift this in, screw it down and see how she sounds. So we've got the full car back together now. Let me go turn it off a sec because you can't hear me. So we've got the full car back together now. Obviously just got to bed things down. This may be, I'll show you my face. This may be the end of the video. I'm not sure, or I may join this with the other video that we're doing. We're doing even more stuff, which I think will be like 11 times it's been in now. But yeah, so that's that Phoenix Gold Zone Limited, 38 out of 100. And then we've got the 2 little 8s on the sides, all doing their thing. New Phoenix Gold amplifier in the centre. That Rockford Fosgate that was here is now here driving the 8s. And obviously that's the same one that was there before. So far so good. This may be the end of it, this may not be. I'll give it one of them. Well, sadly, we've got a cooked sub. So I'm gonna have to have a chat with Phoenix Gold about that and see what's going on. But it still looks the part, but sadly, we're not gonna hear it fully. You would have seen me put it in just a second ago. And yeah, we'll say no bueno. So, right, nothing we can't solve though. One more race to go, and then come back for Luke's last race. Probably a career on the Luke, so enjoy a bit of Brands Hatch racing. And then we've got Luke heading out for his next race. Cool little Civics. No, she's just going up to the lane. Good luck, mate. And now we've got Flo in the middle of the E46. First time I think she's actually drifted, so see how she enjoys it. I think she enjoyed it. She's smiling. Well, that was Go Japan, and it was really good fun. I know Flo had fun drifting, and we watched some racing, and saw Luke race, and obviously saw Ant's car. Sadly, he didn't win anything, but there's always other years. So, and obviously you would have seen what I put in regards to the subwoofers on the other bits and pieces. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Right, I know this video is going to be jumping about a lot because Ant Sparky's car's back in again. I was having a look at these trim pods before, and if you see them in any videos before, you see they're not that nice. So I've re-trimmed them up with a much better finish now. And I was speaking to Phoenix Gold about the fact that the 8s don't seem to hit hard compared to what we want. They're only 150 watt RMS. We've got 1,000 watts in the middle there, so it kind of sort of, you just don't feel them. Even at low volume with the big 12, they're there, like they're good, but they're not great. So I've got a little surprise coming down for him later on, which you won't know about. And the other update we had, so we've now put a set of the Elites into the back so that he's actually got the full range. So when he's doing his own personal setup, he can have really good quality sound. And the ones that were there, just open the door, are now down in there. So I think it looks so much better than just having that coaxial speaker that we had before. Now we've got the tweeter, so 2 sets of components, set of components up here, set of components down there. Ignore that amplifier. I'm going to have to try and find somewhere to put that, and the new one will be hiding down there. But it'll be really cool because this will transform how this looks up here. At the moment it looks good, but the subs definitely look different, but they won't for much longer. So I'm going to show you that when we've got that all in. What else to note? I think that's it for the moment, guys. So sorry this video has been so jumpy about, but it will all be worth the wait in the end. So as for those 8s, that's what we had in there, which is a nice little musical sort of, does a job, 8-inch sub, 150 RMS, but we're moving on to a 500 watt RMS. You can see a bit more of a monster. So hopefully that gets in the punches need. And the best thing is that matches up with, actually I can show you that one. So that's the dead one. We popped one of these. Now it was kind of always on the cards. The amplifier we've got in there is 3,000 watts RMS, and I did speak to Steve and say to him about the fact of how do you want me to wire it up, and he said put it at 1 ohm and give it 3,000 watts and see what happens. And unfortunately it didn't last out, so we've now got this one wired up as a 4 ohm load rather than a 1 ohm load on the other one. So we're now throwing it 1,000 watts RMS, so really happy with that. And they've sent down a beautiful amp to drive these as well, which I'll show you in a second. Always cute when you get a birth certificate with an item. But yeah, that is one of the ZQ series amplifiers. So that throws out 1,000 watts RMS, and obviously divided across 2 of those should be absolutely spot on. So really interesting to hear this, because apparently they've got very good reviews regards to sound quality. So should be a really good bit of kit. So thank you very much, Steve. And right, let me get this transplanted into the vehicle. Obviously we'll have to bed it in before I can pump these hard, but they look the absolute nuts. And there we go, guys. How much smarter does that look now? So we've got 3 SPL style subwoofers. Obviously we've got the ZQ style, ZQ amplifier down the bottom there. The rest of it Phoenix Gold. Obviously we've still got some Rockford over there. That's for like the old setup. But yeah, big thanks and shout out to Steve at Stinger for helping this out. Obviously, Ant's done the right thing, and he's put Phoenix Gold and things onto the cars for showing for who's doing, sort of helping him out and with some sponsorship and whatnot. So yeah, so I've just got to get these rear pods back in and then put those side panels back up, and then it's done. So obviously we've now got all the components all the way around. I'm going to plug the DSP in, redo a setup for these, and they should be good as gold. So for the moment, I think probably for the 3rd time this video, I'm not sure if I've edited it out or not, but basically I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one.